Hey guys, I'm back with another Let's Talk, and this time I said I'd be doing an experience. And you've read the title already, I'm sure you have. And I think it'd be interesting to talk about. So, it's about a time, I believe, when I very young. I think around maybe 6 or 7, around that age. I decided, you know what? Let me give you some more context as to what was going on. But what happened was, I was in a parking lot with my family, and these are people we know, of course. I wouldn't actually do it. It was just some stranger. I was smarter than that. I'm not exactly that stupid. But what happened was, I decided it was a great idea. And in my mind, this was like the best idea I could ever think of. I decided, I'm gonna get in this person's car. That's pretty much all I thought about. Not all I thought about, but like that's all there was to the thinking of that. Grade A genius, I know. So, what happened was, after that, like, apparently, the people who were in the car, they have kids of their own, right? It's a family, and I just snuck into their car. It's like the reverse of kidnapping. It's interesting. It's interesting to say the least, because I, being the young person I am, I decided, man, this is so cool if I could do this. So I did it, and I got in their car without them noticing, apparently. And not even my family knew that I got in the car, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, got in their car, did some weird stuff. Yeah, they didn't notice until like they were already starting up the car and were already like getting out of there. Yeah, and then I was in their car for a majority of the time. And yeah, I did, went home with them. Yeah, I did actually go home with them. That is the funny story about it. Interesting thing about it though, like I was already friends with that family, so they already knew me. But they were not expecting to take another kid home with them. That was not theirs. That was not the expected thing to happen. But it ended up happening, so that's a little bit of story there. My audio cut out, so I have to do this all over again. I already went through the whole video. This is just me trying to recap it all for you guys. So, back to where I was. And I have to go back in the story for this. I didn't mean for this to happen. I just lost audio and I have to do it again. Luckily, I noticed before I uploaded it. Otherwise, you just have weird stuff. Okay, so where was I? I was, I believe, at the story part where talking about being kidnapped and all that stuff. Yeah. So basically, it was just that. Let me just recap it for you because I'm having to come back to this. So I got into a family friend's car and they were just there, and they didn't notice I was in it. And then my family didn't know I was in it. And then I went home with them. And yeah, I think that's pretty much as far as I got. So yeah, I went home with them, right? And I had been in their home. This is like my first time being at their home. So like they're cool people, right? They're being as hospitable as they can with a kid they just had in their car, which is interesting. You would usually think people would go like, get out of my car or something like that, right? Like, what the heck are you doing here? So it was an interesting thing that happened because being there was like kind of a weird experience for me because like, man, I didn't actually plan for this, but I'm a kid, so I'm not really questioning it. I'm not really even questioning why I did that. But yeah, that's pretty much like me being like the idiot that I am as a kid. I've obviously learned better not to go into people's cars. But going more on what happened there is just that I was there for quite a while, probably about like maybe the whole day after. Not like days and days, but like I was there for a couple hours or so. And so like in those hours I would talk to their kids and socialize with them, and it was fun. It was actually a very pleasant kidnap, if I could say the least. But the one thing I remember is that like, I was a snob. I was like, I gotta have things a certain way. Like, things gotta be like within my taste or something like that. And it just has to be like a certain way. Like, I don't have it this way. Like, even my food, like me back then. I'm better now, but I just had to have like a specific food be a specific way. Such as the burrito and ranch dressing. So like I said to them, yeah, I want a burrito, you know, like a burrito with ranch dressing and all that stuff. Yeah, and I wanted that. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna have it, I'm gonna eat it, I'm gonna feel good, I'm gonna feel full. And I take my first bite, I'm like, oh, this isn't what I thought it was. But of course I didn't want to be some impolite kid. I didn't really want to be like that, and I felt bad that I didn't like it. I felt bad. It's not my criteria to be like, oh, I hate this, get me something else. But even though I wanted to like be like, yeah, I wish this was something else. Like, you wish it could be something else. I didn't want to be like, oh, you did it wrong. You gotta get me something. You did it wrong. Oh, and my friend is texting me saying he was ready. So yeah, let's see if we can get him in here, guys. We'll recap it for him. Here we go. Let's see if I can get him in this. Here we go, let's see. Hey, dude. You there? You there, dude? Awesome. Alright, so I just...
wanna do it right now? Like...
We're doing it right now, dude. It's on air. You're on air, dude.
Alright.
So, welcome. This is the guy I was talking about, but you wouldn't have heard it because my audio cut out, and I'm doing this a second time. So, would you like a recap?
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm talking about the time I was kidnapped, or got myself kidnapped. Interesting.
Time you got yourself kidnapped?
Yeah, bro. Who doesn't get themselves kidnapped?
So...
It's a true story, yes, it's a true story. The audience has already seen it, or heard of it, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so, I'm just gonna recap it for you real quick, alright? Are you ready?
Go ahead.
Alright, so, it was a family friend, right? So, like, we're in a family friend's kind of like... So my family knows this people, so it's alright, so it's not that bad. So what I do is I being like the little kid I was, I decided, you know, this is the best idea I've got yet, and I'm gonna go in these people's car. And like, they didn't notice I was in it until like they started the car and like, we're already kind of going. And then like, they're like, oh no, wait, we got this someone else's kid in here. Wait, what's going on? And they're like, they just, my family, I comes up and like, oh yeah, like, I mean like, I don't know why he's in there. And I'm like being the like reluctant kid who's like, no, I want to stay here. I chose to be here. It's that kind of stupid stuff. And so I decided, man, I'm the smartest kid to go in this people's car. Man, I'm such a stealthy ninja. That's exactly what I thought. And so like, they're like, it's fine. We'll take him. We'll treat him. And like, I was going there, right? So we're on the way to their house, and they're like talking to me, like saying like, hey, we really didn't know. And I was like, oh really? You didn't know? It's like I'm like super excited, like I just infiltrated someone's like private space. It's that kind of stupid stuff, yeah. So yeah, that was like the stupid part about it. And yeah, it was funny because while I was there, I was like, you know what? I'm hungry. Like, it was like probably like maybe an hour or so after I was already there. And I'm like, I'm hungry. We gotta eat. So like, all the other kids are like, that they have there are like eating like chicken nuggets, right? And I'm like, no, I'm a big boy. I'm gonna eat like a burrito with like ranch dressing. Like, that's my idea of like a party lunch. But like I had a specific idea of what it tasted like. Oh, and there goes the music. But I had a specific idea of what it tasted like, right? It's like I've already had like a certain type of like food, and I've already like gained that like taste for it. You know what I mean, right? Silence. Nice. Good talk. Okay, I'll just continue on. So what ended up happening was I took like the first bite, right? And I ended up not liking it. And I was like, oh no, because I felt bad, because like I wanted to say like they made this wrong. This was not how it's supposed to taste. But I'm also that kid like that didn't want to be impolite, because I'm in their home. And I'm like, oh, okay. So then I kind of like sneak away and like don't eat it, and like play it off as like I want to go play now, like, or I got distracted, like I'm a kid with ADD. That was like my other genius plan of getting out of something that I didn't want to be super rude for, but just have that kid rudeness for, at least. And so like maybe like an hour after, I got like, what is it? So like, what's that?
You're cutting it.
You're cutting out too, dude, but don't worry, you get all this in post.
Alright.
It's fine, dude. It's all getting caught on mic. But yeah, anyways. So that's when I decided I'm in their home, right?
Yeah.
And I decided I'm gonna do this. So like it's about an hour or two after I'm there, right?
Yeah.
And I decide I'm gonna hide in their home. And like you would usually you would usually think that people would know all their hiding spots in their home, right? But no.
Yeah.
I figured out a place they haven't gone yet. Like, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm hiding. But the interesting thing is, I fell asleep. So for about like maybe an hour or so, I was asleep in their home. And like,
Jesus.
they didn't know
Getting
where.
kicked up on other people were thinking about that.
What?
Wonder what your parents were thinking.
Oh, they didn't. They were like, oh, he's having fun all the time. But no, I'm probably giving like this family a heart attack. Like they don't know where I am, and it's just like,
Yep.
I'm in the closet. I'm in their closet, just sleeping. And it's like I don't know how they didn't pick to look there. But yeah, I'm hiding. I'm gone. I'm like a leaf in the wind. I'm gone. And so like maybe like an hour or two, I wake up and I'm like, oh, I'm still here. And I get up and I go out of my hiding spot, and like they're still looking around, and they like call out my name, and I'm like, yes. And then I come out of my hiding spot like fully, and then they're like, where have you been? And I'm like, in your closet. And it's like, what, you were in there? Yeah, you were in there the whole time. I remember them saying that, and it's just like, oh man, I'm a ninja. And like this got my confidence like way over, because like later on I got screwed. That's for a different story though. That's for a different story. Anyways, yeah.
Alright. That was a interesting story.
Yeah, I know, right? You got anything to say on this?
Well, I have a story.
You got one, dude?
You want to hear about my love life?
Sure, dude. If you're
That's
willing.
my most interesting story ever.
Sure. Hold on. Give me a second. Give me a second. And go.
Alright. So basically, talking about 5th grade, alright? Basically, in 5th grade.
Oh, 5th grade.
There was this. Yeah, it's not 8th grade. No, 8th grade is a weirder one.
It was
Basically,
a weird
8th grade. I really liked this girl.
one?
Alright?
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna say her name. She might want some privacy, so let's
Well,
just
of
name
course,
her
dude.
Leah.
We gotta be them gentlemen.
Yeah, gotta be general, you know. So Leah was in another class, right?
Wait, was that a real name or?
It's a real name from another person, but it's not the actual person.
Okay,
right?
good. Because I thought you were doing that joke where you're like, I'm gonna be a gentleman. Okay, so this person, like, name drop him hard. Yo, that would have been weird.
Oh Jesus! I should have done.
Alright, sorry for
we're talking about
interrupting.
Leah.
Alright, so
Yeah. So
continue.
Leah, I really liked her. 5th grade, my first time coming to America, my first actual year of going to school in America, feeling what it's like, you know.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of Mexicans in the neighborhood, and so of course she was too.
It's like an
And
of course she was. There was
yeah,
no like
and
exception for that.
well, there's a couple blacks here and there.
All right.
So basically, what happened was, what did I talk about that one time?
Talk
Okay,
about
that
any time
one
you want,
time.
dude.
Well, basically in 5th grade and in elementary, you always think you gotta have a crush, you know,
Oh yeah,
because
yeah.
that's what
I
everybody's talking
understand that.
about. And so
It's like
I was
that's like a
man,
status update, you know? Like, yo, I got
yeah,
this. I
it's
didn't have
like
that.
that's what everybody talks about, you know. And you just gotta have one. So I did have one, and that was her.
I was just a
But
confused kid in 5th grade.
oh, Jesus.
That's another
Well,
story, though. We'll talk about that another time. But continue on. Sorry for
another
interrupting.
episode. All right. So yeah. So I was thinking I had to have one because that's what everybody likes. And then of course, as a immigrant, it was my first time, so I had to fit in. So I had to like somebody.
All right.
Just one time. This one time, this girl named another name.
Are we name dropping?
Sanchez. No, we're not. Not yet.
Not yet.
This girl named Sanchez with her boyfriend went to me and asked me to come over here and have a talk. And I was like, all right, fine. And then, what's this called? We had a talk here and there, like, yo, what's up? What's happening? Well, it wasn't like that. It was more like elementary type, but you know what I mean. And so they
like,
get into the
hey,
point.
what's
They were
up?
like, yo, do you like this person? And it wasn't
Oh,
Leah.
that question was always the demon. It was always the demon that
Yeah.
would like find someone.
And it wasn't Leah. It was someone else. It was Nicole, right? That's we're not name dropping yet. That's another. So Nicole, and I was like,
Wait, was that a girl you liked
"What's
then?
Nicole, first of all?" No. It's just.
Oh, it's the
another
girl that
name.
asked you.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, yeah. I was like, first of all, who the fuck's Nicole? I didn't say a cuss word because I was like putting it, you know. And second of all, should I tell them? And I was like, I don't know. Like 5 seconds later, I was so confused. I said, yeah, I like Nicole. And they were like, oh my god, this and that. They went all crazy.
Wait,
you know,
was
all
that a
stuff.
misinformation there?
Yeah, that's a misinformation. By tomorrow, by the next day, everyone thought I liked
The wrong girl.
Yeah, Nicole. They thought I liked Nicole instead of Leah. And so a couple days came by. What was really surprising was she actually asked me out, which was
Wait, Nicole did?
no, yeah, Nicole. And
Oh,
she
that's
was like, she
interesting.
asked me out, and I was like, oh shit, first girlfriend in America, that's gotta be something, you know. And so I said yes.
Was
Even
it
though I didn't
because like
her,
it
I
was
said
like
yes.
just a adrenaline rush that like, oh man, I just got asked out.
Yeah,
There's no way I could say
that's
no to
basically
this.
my whole entire 5th grade right there. Adrenaline rush. And it got to me, and I said yes. So we started dating. I tried to be loyal. I did.
Do that,
I'm
gentleman.
not gonna lie. Yeah, I tried to be a gentleman. 3 weeks later, she broke up with me. Didn't really work out.
Wait.
In the middle of that, Leah, the one that I actually liked, said she liked me.
Oh wow.
And I wasn't trying to be like that one guy.
That like goes right from
like,
one person to the other.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
like.
and even though I liked her, I couldn't.
It's just like
And so
you
I had
can't.
to let
You
her
can't
go.
just
I
like.
said, sorry, I gotta stay with my girlfriend. All of that stuff. 3 weeks later, we broke up, you know?
Were you
then-
like heartbroken, like absolutely like wrecked, like the girl I actually liked me, and then this girl decided no, like what?
Yeah, who I don't even like. Actually, oh my god.
Yo, dude, you just gotta stick with
then-
your heart. You gotta like be like, you gotta be that person to be like, nah, I already like this person.
Yeah, I was trying to be, but the adrenaline got me. So, past the time. 4 weeks later, graduation day. No, not graduation day. Not 4 weeks later. 4 months later, graduation day.
Yo, that's a quick school year.
Well, basically, it happened like instead of like the beginning, it happened more like the second half.
Like kind of
So
like the
graduation
it was
day,
kind of like
yeah.
an early one for you.
And what's this called? They all said goodbyes and stuff like that. I was going to this other school. I'm going to middle school.
Yeah.
And let's say this middle school is like St. Patrick's. Just another name I made it up. So
Nice.
St. Patrick's. I'm going
All
to St.
St. Patty.
Patrick's. St. Patty. And turns out my what's this called? My crush goes there. And the other one.
So they both like kind of came
when
with.
I dated left. No, Nicole left.
Oh, she
There was,
wasn't
like,
there
the perfect
anymore.
chance right there.
All right.
And so I was like, man, new school, middle school, new start, no more Nicole, only Leah.
You
This was my
thought you were
perfect chance
golden.
right here. Yeah, so we talked for a couple. 3 weeks later, I broke it up with her. Well, I didn't break it up with her. I was like, I confessed.
Oh, so you let
yeah,
it fly. You're like, I gotta say it now.
Yeah. Yeah, it was because 3 weeks. That was my rule. 3 weeks or you don't ask her out at all. Well, that's not the rule basically, but
like that's what you decided on.
That's what I want to happen. I want 3 weeks of like good relationship before I decide whether I ask her out, you my friend, or take it more some time. And so, did all that.
Like
Turns
that's pretty good.
Turns out she liked some other guy in the school.
It's gotta be
Let's name him
painful.
though. Leo.
Leo and Leo.
Leo. Yeah. They liked each other. I knew because Leo was my friend. And
So like you
I
got
was
both
hanging out
sides of
with
the
Leo.
story there.
Yeah. And I knew that, I didn't want to be that person.
To be
I
like,
really
oh, this
didn't.
sucks. You gotta break it for them.
Yeah. And so I was like, you know what? Fine.
Gonna help them out.
I'll help you out with Leo. I was like, fine. You don't have to like me. I like you back.
Yo,
But I just want to make
it's
you
all about
happy,
like being for their happiness, not your own.
Yeah, that's what I did. And I helped them. And they got together around, I'd say a month after.
A month after.
A month after me helping, just getting those two together.
Yo, not
I
bad.
had fun, but that was the time I moved on. Once they got together, I stopped getting in their way, and that was it. That was my middle school, no, my elementary to middle school romance. Like, I had a couple more, like in 7th and 8th grade, but that's for another story.
Yeah, that's for
Those
another
things
time.
are way too intense.
Alright.
So yeah.
It's not bad, dude. Not a bad story to
Yeah.
tell. And like, of course, I've had
It
my
was.
interactions with that kind of stuff, but I would leave that for another time. But yeah.
Yeah. Alright, that's all I have time for today, guys. I have to go now.
Yeah.
See y'all later. Peace.
This was Silver Wolf,
I gotta
guys.
go eat.
Silver Wolf 01. Go check him out. He's a cool guy. He's
Yep.
been doing.
Bye.
Yo, do any plugin you want to do. What do you want to plug in?
What do you want to plug in?
Yeah, what do you want to plug in? What do you want to plug in? Just say anything that you want to, like, shout out.
Inktober? I don't know.
Yo,
I'm
Inktober,
usually not
guys,
these
go
kind
do
of
it. It's
persons.
fun. Draw with ink each day of the month. It started today, but yeah, who knows?
Man.
Anyways,
It's gonna get
yeah.
onto this life. Well,
Hey, plug in one of your like, what would you say is your
One of
most favorite series you're doing right now? Like, what would you recommend to the people?
I'd recommend to you guys watching my Dark Souls 3 videos
Not bad.
or my City Skylines videos.
Yeah, they're both
because-
pretty good. And you
Yeah,
start
they're both pretty good.
Yeah, you started doing Amnesia Dark Descent, yeah. Which guys,
Dark Souls 3 first.
for anyone who's seen this channel first, go to my other channel, JayFOxSquare-Re. It has the Machine for Pigs. So go check that out if you're interested in my playthrough of that one. I'm pretty sure Silverwolf, you announced that you'd be doing Machine for Pigs, right? At some point.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you want to see
Here.
my playthrough of it, well, incompleted playthrough, I may come back to it at some point, but I don't know. But yeah, if you want to go ahead and see what I did with it, go ahead. You're more than welcome. JayFOxSquare-Re, that's that again. But also go check out Silverwolf. He's a great guy, great creator. And yeah, I'm gonna allow him to eat right now. So yeah, he hasn't eaten in 5 weeks. We've been planning for this for 5 weeks, and I haven't allowed him to leave.
5 weeks straight, man. 5 weeks straight.
5 weeks straight. Anyways, yeah, thanks, man, for popping on.
Yeah, alright. I really gotta go now.
Yeah.
That's about time. Ah, shit. Alright.
See you, dude. Have a good night.
Bye.
Alright, guys. So that was Silverwolf. Yeah, I'll be doing probably more collabs with him somewhere in the near future. But yeah. Before this video ends, which is very close to, the next topic for my next video on Let's Talk, guys, is gonna be good and bad. So yeah, make of you what you will with it. I'll be doing my research on it, getting out anything that needs to be done for it. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Leave down in comment below if you want to give any opinions that you feel that's necessary. Just get your word out there. And if you have an experience of your own, go ahead and put that in the comment section down below as well. I'd love to hear about it. Anyways, that has been JayFOxSquare. That has been, yes. I messed up my own outro. I did it well before, but you know what? Just messed up. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. This has been JayFOxSquare giving you that sweet Let's Talk. So yeah, stay safe in the foxhole, guys. Stay safe.